It's not impossible for Bitcoin to go to zero. It is actually baked in the cake for the USD to go to zero. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5 here in Dubai on my birthday weekend. I'm going to be celebrating my birthday. We'll be doing a show on the weekends. Probably going to be doing it at some cool location or something like that. Be doing it somewhere where I'm having my birthday. So yeah, don't forget to watch that live show tomorrow, and on Sunday you're going to do the live show. Sunday might be a hit and miss though. I might just take the day off for my birthday, but let's see. All right, with that said, got a good show for you guys. Got some good news, some bad news, and some news about why Bitcoin could go to zero, but yes, the USD will go to zero because that's how it works by design, right? You're like, what? Well, you do know nothing can grow exponentially, right? Because it collapses eventually, right? You've studied this in school. They taught you that, right? And so the US dollar requires exponential growth. And since that's just not possible, you know what the end result is. Oh, damn. All right. With that said, okay. Let's talk about Bybit.davincij15.com. We're going to be doing some trading at the end of the show. And make sure you get some ID somewhere else other than your local country. It doesn't matter whether you're United States, American, or whatever. Get some other ID because, man, it is a pain in the butt when your government decides to do some scary stuff. We're going to be talking about that too. An example of that in today's episodes, right? I'm going to be focusing on Turkey's $200 cash payments. Yeah. All right. Damn. The people have leaked some information because we're planning something big for early, and people are buying it up ahead of that schedule. Man, I guess well, you know what? I think somebody's going to probably start selling at this level here, and then we can get some probably around here, this level there. You could probably get some cheap early because we'll probably come back down before we actually announce what we're planning to do. So, alrighty, PayPay, yeah, a little bit more sideways action coming, but it will rise again. Don't worry. Remember, Pepe took a while before it actually exploded to where it is today. So, and it's got more to go. Same with a lot of the old meme coins as well. Yeah, Orc, we're early stages, man. Early stages. If you have an opportunity here to buy and hold for big gains, right? So don't miss out. Both Waffles and Orc, big opportunities. Make sure that you take advantage of them. Ethereum continues to dominate, but Solana is solidifying its position as a key contender. Arbitrum and Binance Smart Chain holds strong with 14 and 11% total volume based on rapid early growth, but since it's leveled off with its volume. So this is total volume by chain. Ethereum's the king, but Solana is slightly behind it, right? As you can see, the Arbitrum BSC are the next one. So I don't like Tron. So people who use Tron, I'm just wondering why. And same with Polygon, right? I don't like the fact that the Medieval Empires is on Polygon, but it is what it is because they were looking for cheaper fees. I think they should have went with Solana, but yeah, because I guess they were afraid of the sometimes online, and you know what? And I understand that because I didn't like sometimes online either, but I understand now why it's so important. Cheap fees, and there will be cheap fees for Solana for a long time. Okay, Justin, Donald Trump's, we're embracing the future with crypto and leaving the slow, outdated big banks behind. This statement, I want you to understand what it truly means. When a government official says something, you need to read between the mofo lines, right? Please. Most of y'all look at this and say, yeah. But you need to read between the lines, dog. We're embracing the future of crypto, right? Whenever governments say something like this, we understand that the future of crypto, right? That's what it means. It means crypto is here to stay. They understand that, right? And this is going to hurt the banks, right? We understand that. And our financial system. That's what he's just said, right? So, with that said, right, they're going to take action. Just so you know. So be prepared. Justin Bennett issues Bitcoin alert, says no more traditional cycles for BTC. Here's what it means, okay? I get that, right? Because of the curve, right, and so forth. A wider follower to crypto analysis was warning that Bitcoin's historical cycle may soon come to an end. Yes, that's a probability in the future. I don't know if it's right now, but it will come to an end. That's true. But the business cycle is interesting, right? He says, a new strategy session, crypto trader Justin tells his 111,000 followers on the social media platform X that Bitcoin's traditional 4-year cycle could change if business cycle contracts. This is not true. Business cycle is bigger than we understand it. It's like usually right now we see it as a 7-year cycle, 7 to 8 year cycle, and it is actually larger than that. Only it's hidden because of the inflationary nature of our current monetary system. So, for example, technically, we are in a long-term recession, in the long-term down cycle in the business cycle, not an up cycle, right? And the way to look at that is you have to look at value. So, what do I mean by that? You have to price the stock market against everyday goods. And is it performing well? Priced against everyday goods on an average basis, and you'll find that no, it's not, right? It's basically looking at it this way. If I have a pizza price of $10 10 years ago, right? And I spend $10 on the stocks 10 years ago, then my stocks go up 3x, right? So I have $30 now. But then my pizza is $100. I did not make any money. I lost money. And people just don't see that, right? And that's the problem. And that's the business cycle, really. A hidden business cycle. What far-fetched scenario could still send Bitcoin price to zero? There is it's very possible that Bitcoin could go to zero. I get it, right? Not very possible, but possible. Sorry, but there are certain scenarios that could do that, right? An asteroid hitting the planet, wiping out every single person. People would say solar flare, but the problem with the solar flare is that it only can wipe out one side of the planet, right? And then we have like hardened equipment to prevent damage due to a solar flare, right? You could buy a laptop that can survive an EM pulse, right? So not a chance, right? Another thing that the problem with Bitcoin going to zero is even if we had lost all computers, if we could still communicate around the world, Bitcoin could still function, right? Because it's just a mathematical algorithm. You could just even mine with your hand, writing notes, as long as you can communicate. So that makes it difficult. So we'd have to lose both communications, worldwide communications, and computers at the same time. All right. So that's another way that Bitcoin could go to zero, right? And if we do that, then we have bigger problems, of course. That's just this. Also, gold a lot of other things go to zero. Without worldwide communications, we can't price the value of things. Okay, with that said, these guys have their own theories on where Bitcoin could go to zero, and I'll debunk them. Isaac added that another way for Bitcoin to go to zero is extreme regulations, a coordinated ban driving the price to the ground. This is not possible. Coordinated ban, right? Okay, so let's take a look at what else has been banned in our history. In Russia, they banned US dollars, but people still used it. It's banned in Venezuela, but you could buy only houses in US dollars. So that doesn't work, right? You can't ban. Drugs are banned in most countries, and yet people still use drugs, even here in Dubai, where it's highly, highly illegal. So yeah, there's lots of people saying that different reasons why this thing could go to zero, but that's not what. Quantum computing advances could break Bitcoin cryptography, or a superior technology could make it obsolete. This is also false. Here's why. Because Bitcoin was designed with the understanding that cryptography will get broken in the future, because that's guaranteed. So unlike our US dollars, which, the understanding is, well, you can't have exponential growth, so what's the plan? There is no plan, right? Right? Tell me, what is the design matrix of the US dollar's Federal Reserve System once they go into exponential growth, right? The hockey stick growth, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't have one, right? There is no plan, right? So whilst with Bitcoin, it was completely designed with the knowledge that the encryption has to be replaced in the future. Okay? So that won't break it to zero. Again, this guy failed on this one. I already gave you the points where it can go to zero. He also stated, Tony, a market analyst at online brokerage platform IG, told Cointelegraph the odds of Bitcoin going to zero is very low, but not impossible. Yes, I have to agree. It's not impossible, but he's saying in an event of a severe global economic recession or depression, it could become worthless. What the what? Okay. And we've had depressions before. In those depressions, what asset went to zero, right? Other than paper money. Tell me, during those depressions, nothing went to zero. Nothing. If it's still here, right? Unless it was like a broken asset, right? Somehow, and it didn't work, right? It ain't going to zero. A tyrannical government could steal all the Bitcoin, but it won't hit zero. What? This is ridiculous. Who cares? They can't steal all the Bitcoin, even if they printed up all the money. Anyways, let's move on. Turkey's $200 cash limit $200 limit on cash payments. What does it mean for crypto? Should the Turkish government pass new amendments, all cash payments above 205 would be subjected to fines of 10%, because they're trying to control their money supply. Because they're printing so much money, the value of the money is dropping. They want to control that people from using something else, and also allow them to print, of course. Local publications suggest that those who would violate the rules by paying with cash for all purchases exceeding 205 would be fined 10% of the payment amount for each transaction. The fine would be imposed on the end consumer, cannot be less than 5,000 euros. So basically, you go over $205 and you're going to be paying $150 a minimum. Jesus, that's ridiculous. ridiculous, right? This will not affect crypto. People will still use crypto in the underground, and it will be absolutely useless suggestion. All right, so final news for the day. Coinbase launches cbBTC wrapped Bitcoin digital asset. According to the September 12th launch announcement, cbBTC is backed 1-to-1 with Bitcoin held by Coinbase and has no separate order book or trading pairs on exchange's platform. Okay, interesting. You do understand that that's not true. The reason why gold money doesn't work, gold-backed money doesn't work, and Bitcoin-backed money doesn't work is because all promises by men will get broken. Right? That's it. Period. If this is true today, it will not be true tomorrow. I highly doubt that's true. But if it is true, it won't be true tomorrow. So that's the problem with using backed up money. Right? Don't do it. Right? Bitcoin by design allows you to use it directly, so find other ways to use it other than with wrapped Bitcoin. There's of course cbBTC, which is also created by Bybit. There seems to be some multi-jurisdictional arrangement that people are not liking, but I haven't really looked into it. Okay, let's close off with some TA for today. As you can see, Bitcoin is above its 38.2 level. This is a good sign. Right? Usually when we break above the 38.2, that means that we can see Bitcoin go a lot higher. We can see the price action move higher from here. Looking at finally Ethereum has not looked at the 38.2, and it is sliding away from this particular uptrend, which is creating some sideways action, and we'll see if this thing can break higher. It doesn't look so good. We needed to break above this 38.2 to really say that, hey, this thing was going to go. But yeah, that doesn't seem to be the case. All right, with that said, I've taken up a lot of your time. Thank you for watching. I'm going to be answering questions after this. I did make this thing live for a few people and early in the morning, and I'm going to be answering some questions. If you want to join my private group so that you can ask me questions, it's closed for now. I will be opening it up at another date. So make sure you stay tuned. You hit the subscribe, hit the like, and yeah, you'll find out when I open up my private group. Once again, cheers.